Hey, good morning, everybody. Crypto Mentor 99. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? It is still Tuesday, March the 19th, 2024. Coming to you from mobile headquarters. I'm a little bit behind in answering some of my comments on some of my videos, but I don't know, a week ago, something like that, I did a video that I'll put down below, video number 1, the season of my life when I was buying houses, rehabbing them, selling them, or keeping them as rentals. So there was like 3 or 4 questions that I didn't get to. Most of them were centered around, why did I quit? Why did I quit rehabbing? That's a great question. Let me tell you how I got into rehabbing, and then you'll know why I got out of rehabbing. So back in the day, what time frame was that? 2000. I'm guessing. This is important to me because you need to know what was going on in the economy back then in the old days. I'm going to say 2004 to 2009, something like that. So when I got into real estate, I had one friend that was a real estate agent, new agent looking for new business. And at the beginning, I used to put offers on 5 houses at a time. These were all foreclosures. Well, not all of them, most of them. But in other words, I would have a system. I would just, again, I would go and look at the house. The ones that I thought were a good investment, I'd put like offers on 5, 6, 7, 8 houses all at one time. Probably 2 or 3 would get back to me or get back with my friend who was the agent. And it ended up getting 1. So I knew that. So at the end of my house rehab, I was doing 10 to 12 contracts, submitting them, not every week, but when I was looking for a house, I was seriously looking. So I had all that to say. I had a real estate agent that was a friend. I had a friend that was in heating and drywall that gave me a great deal. So did my real estate agent friend. I had a friend who worked on trim carpentry and drywall. He gave me a good deal. I had a friend that was a plumber. Actually I had 2 friends that were plumbers. So I spent very little time at these houses. I would buy a house. I would get a house. And I said this in the other video. Again, look at video number 1 below. I don't want to go over everything. But I would get like 8 to 10 keys made the first day of closing. And I would just hand them out to my friends. And I would give them a list of things to do. Mark, the drywall guy, go upstairs. Look at all the bedrooms. Make them paint ready. I have my punch list for Bob, the plumber, or Caleb the plumber, and then they would send me an invoice and I would pay them. So the key here is I had a lot of friends in a lot of trades that knew me, I knew them, I loved them, they loved me, they wanted money. So I should have said this from the beginning. I would get a rehab loan from a bank. Which basically, it was either I forget, it's been such a long time. It was at least a 6-month loan that I would get, and they would give me, I would have a home inspector and appraiser go in there, and the bank would send an appraiser, and they would give me the fixed up value, 80% of that. So I would buy a house for like again, I can't do the math now. I'm driving and it was a long time ago. Let's say I bought a house for 50 grand. The improved value was, I don't know, 110, 125, 130. They would give me 80% of that I would write on a bank note to do the repairs. So when my drywall buddy would do a repair, I would pay him. So after a few houses, I kind of knew what my plumbing bill was going to be. I kind of knew what the drywall bill was going to be. I kind of knew if I needed a new air conditioner from the home inspector. That was a friend of mine too. I forgot to say that. So I had all these friends, and then the economy changed. Oh, and there was a ton on the market. There was literally a ton of foreclosures, of ton of people that were moving that didn't want to fix up their house. That's what this little guy wanted. So the economy started to change. Again, I'm going by memory. 2008-ish, 2009-ish. And then the bank, again, this was one of the main reasons. Why did I get out of rehabbing? I've said all this in 6 minutes to say this. The bank, and this was one of like only a few banks in town that would do like rehab loans. I'm not talking a construction loan with a new house. I'm talking a rehab loan. I think that's what they actually called it. They stopped doing rehab loans, and one of my plumber buddies moved away. My drywall friend moved away. My heating and air conditioning guy sold his business. So all of my friends kind of got out of the trades. So then it wasn't as fun for me. It was fun when I was going to the house. People would come and go. They would just send me an invoice. I knew them. I trusted them. When I didn't know the people so much, I didn't want to babysit these tradesmen that I didn't know, and I didn't want them taking advantage of me financially. That's why I got out of it. But I did it for a season, and I was pretty hardcore. I mean, I would do a house a month. That sounds like a lot. I got to pull over here. I would do one house, say every month and a half or 2 months. So I was frequently in Robert's office at the banks, just signing loan papers with my signature, and they would give me in my account so much of the 80% of the improved value. Anyhow, that's why I got out. The bank stopped, economy changed, there weren't as many houses on the market, and some of my buddies either sold their businesses, quit doing plumbing or drywall, and then it wasn't as fun for me. So that's why I got out. 8 minutes and 20 seconds. Hope that helps. Crypto Mentor 99. Don't have my Wave Watch on. Referral link below for $100 off. And that's it. That's why I got a house rehab. And the reason I got into it, by inference, all my friends needed some extra money. My real estate friend, she made a ton off me. And then she would end up listing the house too. And we had an agreement with the percentage. So I think I've said enough. Love y'all. Bye-bye.